Taking going a different route from banana to bamboo. Hope the lag doesn't get us here. I like pandas. Yeah, pandas like bamboo. That makes sense. That all ties together. All right, let's take a look at what the spawn looks like here as we get going in Canada Advanced. Any big blizzards to watch early? Nothing too significant. I have a little bit of help here in Ontario with blizzards. A lot of alliances being made, which is great. Nothing major in Greenland, which is a big spot for blizzards. Alaska's got a bit of a spot there. That may change how that gets worked out. Okay, first in turn order we have I Am Rugster playing as black. Peteman playing as red in second position. Rumpelstiltskin Jr. in third as pink. Dodestro in fourth as purple. Samboy123 playing in fifth as green. We see an early bonus take. That's the early bonus tank there from Rugster. He takes Yukon. Bonuses on this map look like this. That's a +3 there. The real popular ones are British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, 5544. People love to take Alaska, the +4 on the left, or Newfoundland and Labrador on the right, which is a 3 for 5. Pete is going to work into Alberta, the +5. He moves a troop in there. Okay, so Pete's got a +5. It's only a +3 for Rugster. He's going to need to roll that into something additional. It's a fantastic spawn for Samboy in Alaska. He's got a really easy bonus in Alaska. Trying to figure out where Rumpelstiltskin gets a bonus. I think British Columbia's got to be his bonus, right? No, he wants Newfoundland and Labrador. Interesting. He's gonna roll 6 on 2 in true random. These are true random dice, which means anything can happen. So we'll see how that works out for him here. We're getting to see his rank. Oh, he rolls down. Interesting from Rumpelstiltskin here. He is not going directly for the bonus. Makes a long play for Quebec. What do you guys think about that play there from Rumpelstiltskin? He moves out of the bonus and hands it over to Dodestro. That was as friendly of a play as you could imagine. Dodestro leaves 2s. That's commonly done in true random. They work kind of as landmines. If you hit the 2, who knows how many troops you're going to lose. That's the concept there. Easy bonus, turn 1 for Samboy. He gets Alaska. He doesn't have great positioning on the rest of the map, but he has a really nice, easy first turn bonus there in Alaska. Chaotic thinks that Newfoundland felt right, and he could just take it back from purple. That would be a epic move here, which we've seen a couple of these matches in round 1 have some steals and breaks, and people end hating each other's guts. So we'll see if that happens again. Jax has a nice, easy bonus there. Really smoothly done by Jax. He's now got that +4 in Manitoba. That was Canadian for Manitoba. And this bonus is interesting. How do they handle the Saskatchewan bonus? Jax kind of still has a claim in there. We're into turn 2. Oh, attack my territory if you need to. We get the attack my territory if you need to from white to black. I think Pete would have taken Saskatchewan if Jax moved his 3 out into his bonus. But Jax makes the aggressive play to hold a claim. And I think that pushes Pete left into British Columbia. Anyone takes Saskatchewan, Jax, yeah. That's why I think Pete can't take it. If the 3 was gone, I think he would definitely go for Saskatchewan. I think it was a good move by Jax. He laid claim to it, but Pete's going to have 2+5s. And Pete doesn't need any extra troops. I don't have to tell you guys that. 10 on 2, true random roll. Oh, he rolls it slow. He loses 1 the first time and then 4 after that. He moves everybody out of British Columbia. He's going to hold it with 1s. Does anybody feel like someone's coming at Pete, gonna break Pete? Who's got the guts to do it? All right. This is Rumpelstiltskin Jr. He's in big trouble. Gotta figure out some direction to go. If he hits purple, it ends both of their games. Well, I think he's slow rolling in true random to maybe minimize how many troops he loses, in the idea of like if he lost 2 on the first or 3 on the first part of the roll, he maybe stops. Oh, is it he breaking? No, he's going to work on Quebec. He's playing the long bonus game of Quebec, taking 1 territory at a time. I think that's going to turn out poorly for him. You got to play more aggressively when you're playing with these kind of players, I think. Maybe he knows something I don't know. I mean, I ended with 0 points in my round 1 game, so. Audestro not working on a second bonus. Just adds up near Greenland. Makes a fortify down into Illinois. Feel like Pete has massive guts. Yeah, Pete plays a pretty aggressive, greedy game for sure. He's a really good neighbor. Unless he has the opportunity to fully steal your bonus. He's not really a bonus breaker, but he is a bonus. Yeah, I think Jax made a fantastic move to lay claim to that second bonus. The only negative for him is Pete's getting 2+5s and he's getting 2+4s. Yeah, not breaking Pete. Now we know if Amu was here, he would not allow any 2 bonuses, right? Bonus taker, not a bonus breaker. Yeah, definitely greedy in terms of taking the bonuses. And again, he really only breaks if he can steal. So he will break for that to steal your bonus. Okay, Rugster would like to work on Ontario to go with his +3 in Yukon. We're going to see the troop disparity start here real fast, with Rumpelstiltskin and Rugster falling behind. Still quite a ways to go for Rugster to take that bonus there in Quebec. Or, sorry, in Ontario. Got to get 6 territories, and he's only got 3 of them. Okay, they let Pete hold both bonuses. Pete would also like to take the United States while he's at it. If you guys would be so kind, he would like his +10, and then he would like another +10 in the U.S. It's Pink. Yeah, Pink is definitely lining up Quebec. That's going to take a long time. Yeah, if they're not going to break you, you just keep taking stuff, right? That's the way you play that. Rumpelstiltskin's gonna need to spend some of this into gold to have any chance of catching up in troops. He's in dire straits here. And he card skips. He card skips not wanting to roll a 2? He had a 1 though. Yeah, that's interesting. I think green would be smart to definitely take Pete out of the top. I think he's going to try to take all of Greenland, but for sure you want to get Pete out of there. Green's in a decent position. He's got the Alaska and Greenland combination, which you don't see a lot on this map. He got a 3-on-1 to finish that off. He's at +9 now. Yeah, Pete's lining that 12 right up on Jax's border. Just as an incentive. He lost 7 on a 2. Yeah, that's true random for you. You just never know. We get a down thumb from I Am Rugster, which translates roughly to I dislike what you're doing. Jack's roll, okay. And then we get a heart, which again translates roughly to I like what you're doing. How does anyone stop Pete from just completely steamrolling this game? I mean, maybe Pete loses like 10 troops on a 12-on-1 roll next turn. It's about the only way it gets balanced again. He's already at 39 troops, which is only 1 ahead of Jax. So Jax is going to be gaining 2 less troops than him every turn. But also Pete's got enough territories to get the extra troop, right? Oh, that's what the heart means. Yeah. You're welcome. Kind of like having your own personal translator here when I can explain what those emotes mean. Sometimes it gets a little fuzzy for people. A lot of 2s. Rugster going pretty defensive, going with a lot of 2s. Won't allow him to attack very aggressively, but it makes him tougher to kill. He is not playing very aggressively in Ontario to take that bonus. He doesn't want to roll those 2s down there. 16 for Pete. These guys are all in big, big trouble. He's going to keep working on the U.S. He goes ahead and takes North Dakota. Everyone's favorite Dakota. And we start seeing some attack red in the Alliance chat there. Pete's already got 24% of the board. Pete will start working on lining up pink, I think, pretty soon. That'll be his next focus. Probably need to figure out some sort of guard for these other players. They probably need to start thinking about how to guard pink and how to guard black, potentially. 15 and 35. Yeah, if you can get someone to kill guard you, you got a chance. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I still have not watched back Group 1 from last night when I was playing, where I really thought I had the kill. But, yeah, True Random will get you. Samboy's going to improve his position here now to +9. He's 1 troop behind Pete and 1 troop above what Jax is getting every turn. Yeah, if you can survive long enough, you can get a couple placement points potentially if you're in that top 3. Pete now 6 troops ahead of Jax. What's up, Leona? It's kind of going where everyone's letting Pete do what he wants, and that usually ends poorly for everybody but Pete. We're going into turn 5 here. Rugster is actually working on that Northwest Territory bonus. He's trying to figure out maybe where it ends. He got it. There's the +7 of Northwest Territory. How about that? He's at +10 now. He's up with Pete's generation. Any chance, what are our votes? Does Pete allow Rugster to keep that bonus? What do you guys think? You guys are all saying he's a good neighbor. We think he breaks? Or does he let him keep? Keep or break? Keep or break? I think Pete leaves him. We're going to see just how good of a neighbor Pete is in his homeland here of Canada. Yeah, he's in such a good position that why would he start causing some animosity? He's also sitting in 69 troops, which is... Oh, he card skips. Yeah, he card skips. Everyone catch that? Maybe just sitting on 69 troops, he didn't want to ruin that, so he card skips. That's a next level risk play. Look at the difference in troops here with Rumpelstiltskin and Pete. 42 troop difference. Yeah, he can afford to skip for sure. Does anyone else skip? Most likely other player to skip would be Samboy and then maybe Jax. Pink skip last turn. Okay. That's true. Yeah. That was a weird skip on 3. He said card skipping's so bad. Well, everything changes, you know? It's all through a different lens when you're in a dominant position like that. Yeah, he could easily go for that pink kill. I think he's just going to play out a little bit longer game, though. He's going to try to get the kill before anybody else does. But I think he wants to wait a little while if he can. I mean, pink would be really smart to hit that 2, right? Everyone's thinking what I'm thinking. That 2 has got to be hit and taken out of there. The 14 and the 12 blocks. Couple attacks from Jax Wild. Trying to find your 14, 12 blocks. Oh, okay, so the 1 is kill guarded from the 12. It's really just that 1. That's blocked from that 12 and 14. Yeah, I see it. That's smart. And that's what we did in our game last night. Nathaniel and I kind of paired up to protect a kill, or an early obvious kill of the apes. We're getting a down thumb and a heart from Jack. So he's a little mixed how he feels about it. It's a little bit down thumb. It's a little bit heart. You know how it goes. I don't have to describe that feeling to you guys. No, point decay doesn't start till the Octo Finals. Good question, Leona. That'll be a fun part of the Try Hard Open when we get into Dracons. It will be every 30 minutes, if you're still alive, you lose a point. Actually, after 30 minutes, you lose a point, and then every 15 minutes after that, you lose another point. Gotta hit that 2. Gotta hit that 2. Gotta hit that 2. Gotta hit the 2. Gotta hit the 2. Guys, he didn't hit the 2. Update, did not hit it. Maybe he's got some yeah, these are 90-second turn timers, Bradomite. For the mobile people out there. You know who you are. Destro going with a 3-position strategy. He's got access to a lot of the board with that strategy. Pete not feeling it's necessary to build anything onto his 2. Pete does like to go with a single big territory position, especially in these 70% games. He really likes that. The semifinals for Hot Buns. I think if Crackle's still in the chat, he should be able to update us on those times. I don't have him right in front of me. $23 here for Jax. He's considering the pink kill for sure. Greenies are meanies. I agree. Greenies are meanies, and never is that more true than in the poorly played Risk Try Hard Open. Pete being quite a gentleman, attack my territory if you'd like, if you need to, you know. Always the friendly player here. I think Pete's telling him to go for the kill. Open him up to go backwards, yeah. Pete wanted white to let him line up green. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But how does he get all of those troops to Greenland? How does Pete get Greenland from green? I don't see that. He can go up through the side. But he has to hit the 28 also. I don't see it. Just to retaliate. Okay. Gotcha. How aggressive does Pete go in retaliation? Does he take out all of this all the way through Alaska? Does he hit here and then go left? Or does he hit the 28? Yeah, we're about to see the reaction to breaking a bonus and how that works for you. That's 73. Yeah, he goes right, and then he's going to go... Does he go through all of it? Does he hit the 28? He does. He only loses 13 troops. Okay, so there's your reaction. Poor Samboy. He's at 36 troops. He's only 2 troops less than Rumpelstiltskin, though, and he's on 3 cards. I kind of thought Pete might do that. I mean, he got great dice on the 28. He lost 13 on the 28 in true random. That's about as good as it can go for you. The other players need to break Pete all of the... Yeah, someone's got to break Alaska. At least Pete's not expecting to hold Alaska. What does Samboy do now? Must be feeling a bit like his game is ruined. Well, you gotta break Alaska. He doesn't expect to keep Alaska. He's only got ones there. I think Rugster will break him. That's true. Rugster is holding 3 bonuses. He will not break if he gets to hold his 3. What an aggressive play from Rugster. Taken after the Mamba strategy for sure. Yeah. Don't notice me, guys. What does Jax do? He's at 83 troops. He's the troop leader right now. Rug is winning. A bold projection from Bradamite. He's got Rugster with the win. Hit the 2. Hit the 2. Hit the 2. He didn't hit the 2, guys. Update for you. Samboy did not have a trade. Does anybody die here with the trades? Specifically, Rumpelstiltskin, most likely. Rugster gets all 3 bonuses. He's at 90 troops, sitting in first position here. In a fantastic spot. It's really turned into haves and have-nots with Rugster, Pete, and Jax kind of having, and the other players having not. He's got all of his stacks spread out. Don't worry about me, but he does have a 41 set. Oh, he loses 4 on a 1. Does that change your opinion, Bradamite, based off of that rolling a 5 on 1 and losing 4? Pink into green perfectly lined up. Yeah, you just go through a 2. Ooh, Pete blocks himself off from going right. He doesn't want that access to the right. He's got other plans. What are his other plans? Yeah, he's got to roll a 3, a 3, and a 4 just to get over to the other side. Oh. Destra opens Pete back up to that side of the board. I don't think that's a smart move. Yeah, Pete's sitting at 28% of the board already. Leona calling a white kill on pink. No question, Samboy hits the 2 here, right? He lost 5 on a 1. This is not going well for Samboy. See, we got everybody calling white killing pink. He's got it lined up. Pete trying to block it, I think, is why Pete moved back his 60 stack. He wanted to keep white from having that access to the bottom. Make it a little tougher of a kill, but it's still a very easy kill lined up. He's taking plenty of time to count out his stacks here. I don't think he's going for it. Oh, he is. Okay. Gonna run out of time. Ugh. He's really going to be using that full 90 seconds here. How many troops does he lose? 31 on 17. That was pretty close to what I had yesterday. He gets a great roll, though, of course. And that is a bounty for Jax Wild. Rumpelstiltskin Jr.'s strategy of not taking a bonus turns out not to be a good one. What if he steals a 70 run out of this? He's thinking green. Green's his plan. Does he have enough? He's got to roll a 44 on 36 to get it. This is the non-risky part of it. He gets a great roll in the 36. It's another bounty for Jax Wild. How about that? Now, can he get the 70 out of this? Does he try to hit Pete? You gotta get 30% more of the board and he's out of time, so no. He's at 104. He's got his 6 points, though, from bounty, so he's feeling good. What does Rugster do? Rugster's at 126 troops. There's not really an easy kill left on the board. It's likely going to be a bunch of 70 runs and just who can figure it out. Rugster's in trouble because he's got all these small stacks. It's going to be really tough to make a 70 run with that. He needs to take his 41 and capture as much of the board as possible, then use his small stacks to try to fill in some gaps and finish out the 70. He has spent most of his turn adding very small amounts to his small stacks. I don't think he's making a 70 run. So surely Pete finishes this thing up. I think Pete's only going to get the 70 run out of it, though. I don't see him taking a bounty with it. Pete's bounty would have to be purple. There's no way he's getting there. He's just doing a 70 run, which makes sense. Yeah, I think it was going to be too tricky to do a kill, and then he might have missed out on the 70 if he goes for the kill. He just goes for a 70 run. Gonna get there easily. Makes a split or two. He's on 90 seconds, so he's got tons of time. He's got it easily. This is going to be a win for Pete, the Peteman. Congratulations. And there'll be some placement points split there. We'll let the scoreboard hopefully do the math for us, and we'll see if we got anybody post-game. Yeah, 5 points each. Good math by whoever was saying that. Jackson's up with the most points in that one, huh? What's up, guys?
Yo.
Congratulations, Pete.
Hey, thanks, Mitch. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great. How was the broadcast?
It was good. It was good. A pretty fun game there. Everyone just let you take what you wanted early, and then you got very angry.
No, I mean, you got to try and stop me. I understand. I wasn't angry. I think it was the right move.
You liked the move, but you were obviously going to retaliate.
I understood the move.
Okay.
I definitely didn't like the move.
There's a difference.
Well, you can't just be handed it, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Were you surprised you didn't get broken earlier?
No. I was the biggest shocker that game to me was Rumpelstiltskin skipping. And I think it was an error. I think he clicked accidentally.
Yeah, we'll figure that out in 1 second.
Yeah.
He may be able to tell us if it was just a
My
misclick.
guess is he misclicked. Yeah. Because I think as the weakest player, the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a situation where someone like me can really pay that off, right? I can skip and I'm going to get, plus 10
Yeah.
on top of the plus 10 I'm also getting from skipping. It's like, it's very unequal.
Yeah, we don't have Rumpelstiltskin here. He didn't take a bonus at all.
Right.
Yeah, that was rough. It was black. I was telling
Yeah,
him
how'd
I
you
had
feel
to hit
about it,
you.
Roadster?
You're probably
what's
winning no
going on.
matter what, but I didn't have the troops lined up.
And I didn't have them either. I was beefing up so much I was spread all over the board when it finally came to the turn where I could have gone for 70. I only had a stack of 41. I was trying to figure out how I could block Pete from running around, but there were so many ones on the other ends from trying to
You
pick
had
up
to, like-
nothing so I could block it.
Yeah, you had to hit him hard there. That's why I kept signaling you, because it's just game. He's got 4 and he's getting 20 something a turn. It's just over.
Yeah, I
if he
know. I
doesn't
was,
get
but
hit there.
but I did a
Of course,
test.
I win too
before
if
I-
nobody hits me, but you had to hit
Yeah.
Pete first.
Yeah, Jack. The challenge is that I only got 22 troops. I put them up and it gave me 26 up in the left-hand corner. I figured if I was going through him, he was still going to set in, which all it did was it changed the number of spots he could hit. With 90-second timer, he's going to run through it. So all I was thinking was maybe if he got stuck and got split, and then the first one he oopsed on you, and in your area, he left that 3 there, and when I put 26 next to Alaska, I realized all it was going to do is just leave a bunch of 1s anyway, and he didn't need to go through there unless he went. I was looking at territory counts. I think it was 94 of them, and he was starting. He had such a large lead, and it was either going to be you or I, and we had to do it the round before. I set in early, and I just figured I'd create some blockers, but the math didn't work out, and he got it. I mean, it was a great run, Pete. Great job.
Thank you.
I tried to do everything
had
I
it for
could to
sure.
stick it in your side. I couldn't make it happen.
I'm glad you won, Pete. I always like it when you
Good
win,
job.
buddy.
Oh, please.
So whatever.
But I
Quit
did try to
stepping
get
up
him to
to him.
stop you. I didn't have it lined up to run the 70. I don't think. Maybe instead of going for the green kill, I might have had it.
Did
but I
you
didn't
think
have
about
the-
it? Was that kind of your options? Go for green or go for the 70 after the first
Well,
kill?
I figured let me get the points because I'm not going to get another turn.
Yeah.
and my
That's what I
stack
thought-
was
that's what I
kinda
thought you
lined
were
up
doing.
from pink to go right into green. So
Yeah.
I could have tried to finagle the 70 there, but I wasn't sure. So I said, let me get the points. That was the only reason I took out green. But I knew as soon as that happened, Pete had it, unless
Yeah.
somebody hit him pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, that was a blast.
I was looking at Pete. I was thinking the only way to maybe hit him hard was to throw the remaining 22 I had on my 41 and just smash into his big
Right.
stack and hope 2 random made it. I mean, I think that was the only way to hit him.
That would have
trying
been
to pick
so
up
interesting to see with that roll.
Yeah,
Mm.
Well, I
it's a
tell you
tough
what, it would
spot
have
for
been
you,
probably
Roadster,
the
'cause
first.
you
It's
didn't have the 70, but you got to kind of prevent somebody else from winning if you can there, and then just hope stuff gets silly,
Yeah.
because Pete's winning for sure if he's got a set on 4, which is likely.
Yeah, 67% chance. Yep. Oh, that's
Well,
true.
I had a set on 3, and I was kind of lining up. Was it possible to kill Rumpel and Samboy, and then set
Yeah.
again, and then maybe rush the 70? But yeah, really no hard feelings for Samboy to break me, because like I was absolutely thinking about backdooring that Alaska at the same point. Like
You
the
were.
fact that he was allowed to recover from going quite negative taking Greenland.
Yeah.
It was a bold play. It was a play that wasn't punished, but like any of us could have taken out either side of those positions, basically sunk his game there. And I was heavily considering going up into Alaska, because then I would only have you behind me there, Rug. So it's like, well,
Yeah,
that's
well,
just one less X factor.
Yeah.
And I one reason why I didn't hit him is that was before I got my +7, and I was so far behind in troops that, and of course you were after me, and you had a 22. I think you had a 22 troop lead on me.
It was very scary, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like, it's amazing. It's one of us makes the other one pucker every now and then. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Has
But
to be.
that was one of them that I was like, okay, if I go up and I try to mess around with Samboy and I don't clear it out with true random, I'm gonna have you below me. I'm gonna get smacked back because he's obviously pissed, and I'm and I said that was a no-win situation for me. and I literally dropped 22 troops on my 41, and I dropped it up top. And I'm like, how do I do this? And if I put it on the 41, I just have to smack your 60 stack and then hope that you got 45, and that really puts a limit on you. But based on and honestly, your hit on Sam was probably to send a signal anyway that if you mess around with me, I'm just going to throw it into you. I don't really give a shit. So if I slammed your 60 with my 60, you were going to set him for 45 and just run rampant through all my 4s. So, you know,
I think
He's probably going to run for
partially
the
sending the
70
message.
still. I think he still had it, but
Like
tough to
partially
say.
sending the message, but I think there's a bit of depth here that might be missed, right? When I ended up, I was still
fine.
basically neutral on troops. I had all that extra board and an additional bonus, and Samboy's troops were reduced by half and almost guaranteed his loss.
Yeah.
So it sends a certain kind of message from the sense of, oh, big angry ape is angry, but also you know, I'm still trying to win. I'm still playing to win. I think the positioning I ended up in was advantageous. I'm not trying to throw games, and I'm certainly not trying to throw games just to make any of you guys lose, right? So it's not as simple as just holding a grudge.
He
No,
also
that I
wasn't in
agree. No,
position
there's no, that I
to
agree with.
retaliate from that.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but when you went into the 28, you only lost 13 troops.
I'm a lucky man.
Yeah.
It's like,
Horseshoe
where the hell
loves
is true
Hancock
random
Steel.
at? I think we switched it to balanced blitz for a second.
I'm a lucky man. Gentlemen, I'm going to go back to entertaining my Twitch chat. Yeah, you got one more question for me?
Sorry,
Right,
yeah,
no.
I was just, you seem to not be, and I've seen you do this recently in a couple games we've played, not that interested in the multiple positions on the board there. You kind of gave up all of those and just went single stack really early. What was your strategy there?
Intimidation,
Okay.
right? I find that well, okay, so 70%, right? You want to run. You want to be able to run, and or you want to pivot 1 or 2 kills into a set into a run. And you're not really going to be able to do that with a bunch of smaller positions, even less likely in TR than in balanced blitzed, right?
Okay.
So you get way more velocity in true random by having just a big puncher that's mobile, rather than me trying to do individual math and try and path out multiple lines. Like, I'm much better off just running a kill puncher around and then taking a bounty, taking the 70 or whatever, than trying to do complicated math. Because I'm used to like maybe counting for true random, or for balanced blitz rather, but I'm kind of rusty for true random.
Sure, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. I was just curious your thoughts there.
So thank you, Mitch. I'm gonna link everyone in my Twitch chat the Professional Risk Takers Twitch that is live. Mitch is the host of PRT. Just so you guys know, he is hosting a bunch of cool tournaments, Hot Buns World Tour and this, the Tryhard Open notwithstanding. Thank you, and thank you, Jax, Destro, and Rugster for the game. Thanks, guys.
You bet. Good luck, man.
Good game, sir.
You too.
Good game to
Anybody
everyone
else
as
got
well.
anything else they would like to say?
No, I mean, it was definitely, I guess, really Jackson and I trying to figure out how we could probably contain him, and it was literally trying to figure